Hey guys, how's it going? It's Alex here. Now, I just want to talk about the video that we did the other day, because I feel like I didn't really go into it a lot. I just want to explain everything that happened. Here's a quick clip, just have a look.
That's quite creepy. It hasn't said anything in its own apartment, so is it telling us to go home?
Probably. So,
maybe
just to elaborate.
Maybe it's a demon thing.
Let's not go there.
Maybe. Ghosts
Okay.
hang around in cemeteries, do they?
No.
It's like bad things.
So, just to elaborate.
We just invited a demon king back to our apartment by the looks of it.
Okay. So, quick little update. Lexi told me to knock on the nursery doors. I said someone knock off. Yeah, she told me to knock on the nursery doors. And then the radar said do.
No, I asked you to go over and ask a question, and then it said do.
Yeah, okay. So she asked me to ask a question. It said do. And I was like, nah. And then it said pine, so we went over to the palm trees.
Pine tree?
The
palm tree? We live in Spain.
We went to the Bahamas and we had a great time. No, we
We've moved so much and it's not said anything. It hasn't.
So, basically, from what you saw in the video, we was going around, we was using this free Ghost Radar app that we found on Google Play. I know I kept saying the App Store before, but, you know, it happens. And we have found a lot of interesting things, even though the app was, you know, it was free. So, only the worst could be expected. But, like, when I was in my last video, when I used the app around the flat, we found a lot of interesting things, which I wasn't quite sure on, because, like, I didn't know if the app would actually work, which I imagine it wouldn't, because, you know, it's a free app on Google Play. But I just thought I'd give it a go. So I used the app around my flat, and I picked up nothing, which was, you know, only to be expected. But when we went down the graveyard, we got a better result.
There's one. It's gone. Maybe it wasn't you.
That's up there somewhere. Okay guys, so we've just come up on this building, which we don't know what it is at all. Like, if anyone knows, just let me know.
Alex told us.
Oh, it is actually a nursery?
Yeah, it's where they, oh, there's a yellow spot right ahead of us.
Where?
Come on, go ask the building something.
Let's after building something.
Go up to the building and ask something. Do. Literally went go up to the building and ask a question, and it went do.
Shit. Now, I know we kind of took the piss a bit. It wasn't intentional. I was just a bit nervous because, like, I've never done one of these videos before. God help you if you find my old videos from like 6 years ago, because I don't even know what I was thinking that day. It was pretty mad. Remember when I said I live really close to the graveyard? Well, there it is. It literally is right next to where I live, which is kind of weird. You probably can't see a lot from here. So yeah, we was walking around the graveyard, we was using the Ghost Radar app, and we did find a lot of cool things. We got a lot of messages, which kind of, it related to what we were saying. It was just kind of weird. It was a weird experience, but you know, we were seeing all these little dots on the radar. We've seen all these different colours, which meant different things. I just wanted to talk about mainly what you didn't see off camera when we was walking back to the flat. The ghost radar was still going off. Like, it was still picking up things. It was telling us messages. It was picking up, like, dots on the little radar, which were in front of us. I think the first word it said was danger. So we didn't really think nothing of it, but we was heading back to the flat, and then when we got in the flat, the next word that came through was knife. So we was waiting for the lift, and as the lift was coming down, nothing happened. It was kind of bizarre, really, because like there was this red dot on the radar right in front of us, and we was like, is somebody coming down with a knife? Luckily, it wasn't. Like I said, it was just one of my neighbours who was very nice. He was a nice person, but it was really weird how when we got back to the flat, that this ghost radar, it was still picking things up, even though when I used the app in my flat before, nothing happened. Literally, I walked around the whole of my flat and it picked up nothing. Yet when we come back from the graveyard, the thing's still going off. And I couldn't get my head around it. I know, I understand it's not really a big deal, but I just wanted to make sure that I hadn't brought any, unwanted spirits back to my house, because we don't want that. But we was picking up these dots on the map, which were different colours. They meant all different things. Like the red ones meant strong, and then there was yellow, which was like fairly strong. Then there was green, which was not so strong, and then there was a blue, which meant weak. So I mean, all these different colour spots just appeared as we was walking through the graveyard. I mean, I know it was like 8:15 at night, but it was still fairly light, which was good. I've yet to actually go back, when it's like pitch black, because as I said earlier, I like the idea of being spooked. I'm not sure if it's wise to go down there, but I will at some point. I'll just take my little torch and I'll have a little walk through the cemetery late at night. And Lexi's come to say hi very quickly.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello.
I was just telling him about the ghosty app.
Oh.
Oh. So, yeah, we couldn't really figure it out, but it was a pretty cool experience. Are you still hiding?
Mhm.
Nothing really happened apart from what was coming up on the radar. I know I'm acting like it was a big deal, but for me it was pretty cool because I've never really had like a spiritual or ghostly experience. I actually tell a lie, there was one time. My dad told me this a few years ago. This is when I was living with my dad. My bedroom was at the top of the stairs, right? This is at 10 o'clock at night. I know, it might have been a bit later than that. Anyway, it was late at night. I was lying in bed. My bedroom door was shut, and I could hear footsteps coming up the stairs. I thought nothing of it. I just went to sleep in the end. And then the next day, I asked my dad. I said, Dad, did you come up the stairs last night? And he said, no, I thought it was you. Now, it couldn't have been my brother because he was fast asleep. Or he was in his room. But it was kind of weird because, like, nobody knows what happened. And then my dad says, well, it could have been your granddad because he likes to visit. I was like, oh. But other than that, I haven't really had an experience before. Touch wood. I would not like to have one. Tell a lie, I would. Spook me. I do like the ghostly stuff. I like watching the videos on YouTube. I actually find it pretty interesting. I like watching people go out and try to communicate with, things beyond our world. And that's kind of what got me into, that inspired me to finally decide to make a YouTube channel. I'm not sure I'm doing it right at the moment, but it's still early days. Uh, but my brother, honestly, I sent him my first video the other night, and he and my dad both watched it together after cracking a few jokes. But honestly, it meant the world what he said. And I don't say that a lot. He said some really nice things. He said, like, me and dad have been sitting here, we've been laughing, we've been enjoying ourselves, you should do more videos. And I felt so relieved because, like, I still have no idea what I'm doing. But honestly, he was like, oh, you should make more videos, you should carry on doing what you're doing, and you'll go far. And truly, it meant a lot. Like, I was lying here in bed last night, and I was just reading these comments that my brother had said. He also FaceTimed me as well, telling me that my dad had found a video, even though I sent it to my brother. And I heard my dad in the background, like, I've got it, meaning he'd found a video. And my brother was like, oh, I should be careful because dad's probably going to comment on it. And no, my dad. He's going to put some sly comment like, this is shit. But I can take criticism. It's fine. Like I said, it's still early days yet. I've kind of gone off the subject a bit, but yeah. But basically, when we was down a graveyard the other day, like, I want to say it was nice, but I don't want to be morbid at the same time, if that makes sense. I mean, it was nice for us to get out. It was nice for us to do something like that. It's slightly different to what we usually do. I mean, there's not a lot we can do in the lockdown at the moment, even though it's a bit confusing what's going on because we've been told we can go back to work and we're not sure what's happening. But, but I'll explain all that in another video, hopefully. Bit brief history about me. Basically, my job involves knocking on people's doors and helping them with their energy. Giving them better energy deals. I thought I'd do YouTube as a side project, which is kind of nice. Like I said, I used to do YouTube videos about 6 years ago. I'll probably show you them at some point, unless you come across them because it's on a completely different channel. And, like, I don't know what I was thinking back then, because I was, I was about 16. No, I probably got my maths wrong. I was about 17. And basically, me, my brother, and a guy from high school who I've known for years, we got together, and we did this video. It involved me wearing a morph suit. One of them involved me crashing a bicycle into a lamppost and falling off. It was about a 30-second video, and not particularly proud of that one. But yeah, I'll probably tell you about that at some point. Go a bit more in depth on it. I also want to add that Lexi's best friend did tell us that there's also a witch grave buried. I say witch grave. There is a witch grave in the graveyard. We still haven't found it yet because apparently with the witch graves they're facing backwards, which is pretty interesting because it's weird to think that there would be a witch in the graveyard. But we haven't found it yet, but apparently it is there. We've just got to find it. But I know I was kind of joking around when I went down to graveyard the other day, which I know I shouldn't have done. I was just a bit nervous because obviously I've never done a video before, and while we're in lockdown, there's not a lot I can do. I wanted to do something cool. Like I said, obviously I used the app, which you can find loads of those little ghost radar apps on Google Play or the App Store for iPhones. But I just thought it'd be a pretty cool thing to do, really. I mean, I've never done anything like that. I don't know if people thought it was disrespectful or I didn't mean it to be like that. Honestly, we just wanted to go down the graveyard, see what we can find on the little ghost radar app. But like I said, we got some pretty interesting results, even though the app's probably rigged. But everything we were saying, it was kind of related to what we were saying. But yeah, I don't think there's really much to say more on it, because obviously we didn't find anything else. It was just like a walk in the park, really, even though it wasn't a park. But yeah, I should say that's everything for today. So, you know, if you're sat here actually watching my videos, then get a job. No, I'm joking. Honestly, it really does mean a lot. You know, if you're sat here and you're watching these videos that don't really make a lot of sense. Like I said, there's not a lot to do in the lockdown at the moment, and hopefully I can film something better once I get more ideas. But for now, I think that's it. Because, like I said, there's nothing else to do. But yeah, hopefully you enjoyed it, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.
Like a Hellcat.
I'd also like to add that I was having a look on eBay today because I wanted to buy a Kermit the Frog puppet, but Lexi says I can get one when I get 300 subscribers. So do me a favor, help me out. I want my Kermit the Frog. No, I'm joking. I'll see you later, guys. Thank you. Bye.